Okay, yes. Hi, I'm Suzanne from tvmag.com. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I realized last night that I'd seen a lot of your TV shows, but I'd never seen your stand-up act. So I went on YouTube and was listening to your 2011 show. It was really
Oh,
fun. I was
thank
laughing.
you.
I was having a good time.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
I
Thank you.
particularly like I Want All the Ham. That had me in stitches.
That was one of those stories, and every comedian has them, where something will happen to you in real life, and it's basically a bit is dropped into your lap.
Right?
Like that story is exactly as I saw it happen.
Oh wow, that is
Yeah.
funny. So, how did your hosting the show come about?
They offered it to me, and at first I was like, I don't know if I want to host a game show, but then they sent me the first two seasons of the BBC version, and the format was so intriguing, and the fact that you're talking with people and bantering, I'm not just coldly reading questions and stuff like that. That was really fun for me. And
Oh,
so, I was like, yeah, let's do this.
yeah, I noticed that most of the game shows nowadays are hosted by comedians. No, it wasn't that way when I was growing up. They were all like actors or singers.
Yeah, but I think even the classic game show hosts were very, very quick on their feet. I mean, Peter Marshall was an actor, with a good theater background. Richard Dawson had an amazing show business background, movies, singing, and stuff like that. So they did have people that were quick on their feet and could banter back and forth very smoothly, you know?
So you didn't have this lifelong dream of wanting to host a quiz show or anything.
No, it was never a lifelong dream, but when they offered it to me and I did a couple of dry runs, I'm like, this is great. This is actually really fun.
No, I enjoyed watching it. I would not have won anything on that show, but I enjoyed watching
Hey, listen, when before each show we go through all the questions and I'm always like, yeah, 60. The farthest I ever made it was 60%.
it.
My brain works. My brain it works, but it works stupidly.
So, which game shows did you watch growing up, and what was your favorite?
Family Feud was the best. Richard Dawson was this great thing of like these wonderful upbeat Midwest families and this hungover loose British host in his vest. Like that combination was so perfect and sweet. Also, Price is Right in the middle of the day. Especially in the summertime, you go swimming all morning. You come in 11 a.m. Price is Right is on. You're all kind of you're hazy from the chlorine, and you watch those games. All those games that they play. And then as I got older, Jeopardy. There was one on MTV in the late '80s called Remote Control that doesn't get enough credit for being a really fun, smart, but kind of anarchic game show.
Right.
Yeah.
I noticed that you asked some of the contestants questions, and then some of their answers and your comments are funny. How much of that interaction is scripted, or is it just really well edited?
Well, none of it's scripted. It's just me talking. I mean, I do a lot of crowd work when I do stand up. You talk to
Mm.
people, ask them about their life. And if you're open to it and curious and kind of delighted with people, I'm not there trying to like win and be the funniest. I'm like,
Right.
let's see what your story is and just let's keep going.
Okay. And do you have any input into the game or the questions or who they choose to participate?
I have no, they wait a minute. I have zero input in the questions. I'm not smart enough to come up with a 90% question. So I have zero input there. And they have, people that can really find interesting contestants. And what's kind of cool is they find people with genuinely amazing stories.
Yeah, that guy who sounded like Robert looked and sounded like Robert De Niro was amazing.
Looked and sounded. That was incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Could
Yeah.
play his older brother, like the Randy Quaid to his Dennis Quaid,
Yes. Yes,
without
exactly. Yeah.
without the crazy part, hopefully.
Yes, exactly. Without the fleeing to Canada and saying people are trying to kill him.
Right, exactly. So you always seem to be so busy with so many acting and writing projects, and now this. How do you find the time?
I like doing stuff. I don't think of it as like, oh, how do I find the time to do this? I love doing stand up. I love writing, making comic books. So it never feels like I know this is such a cliche. It just doesn't feel like work to me.
Mhm.
Sitting around and just kind of doing nothing that's work for me. But like creating stuff is fun.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And are you doing stand up still? Are you on the road a lot or?
Yeah, tomorrow I go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, then I'm in Dallas. I'm touring all summer,
Oh, okay.
working on a
Well,
new special. Yeah.
I'm 4 hours from Dallas, so wave at me when you fly there.
I definitely will. As I fly over, I will give you a little
That's right.
wave.
And so you said comic books. I know you were writing some comic books. Did you read a lot of comics growing up?
Yeah, still do. There's just really good stuff right now going on, with comics publishing, not just the majors, but smaller places like Vault, Image, Dark Horse. They're doing incredibly interesting original stories.
Okay, great. Yeah, I grew up reading. I have three older brothers, so I grew up
Oh, there
reading
you go.
comics.
You had piles around you.
Yeah, they actually were on the first committee for the San Diego Comic Con. So
No kidding. Back. Oh, wow.
way back, yeah.
Dang. That's
They get
awesome.
in free now, so that's good. All
Good for them.
right, well, it's so great talking to you. One of my favorite actors, and I look forward to what else I can see you in. And I hope this show is a big success.
Oh, hey, thank you so much. Great talking to you too.
All right.
Bye.